I've had enough. I apologise if you're going to stay. This is probably going to be therapy for me, but I've had enough of it. I really have. I've never known this fan base to be this divided. It's absolutely ridiculous. It is toxic. It is lost. And I don't see any direction. I don't see any change. So I'm just going to unload because I've absolutely had enough of it. Whether it's the chat, whether it's the comments after a video, whether it's Twitter, whether it's just speaking to people, I have never known it be like this. If you back the manager, you are delusional. If you want Ten Hag out, you are toxic. If you sit on the fence, you're a fence-sitting twat who shouldn't be supporting the club if you can't make your mind up. And that's just in the fan base. If you've got an opinion. Even tonight, we've got Fabrizio Romano and Simon Stone putting stories out again about how tense it is around Erik Ten Hag and about how Ten Hag's not been told what's going on yet and how there still hasn't been any telling of what's going on yet. And I'm like, you know what? How does this fix itself? That's what I've had enough of. So get your comments in. I'd love to see them. If someone wants to tell a couple of jokes, that'd be even better. Because to be honest with you, I'm absolutely at rock bottom. When I said last week, if they sack him on Monday, I'll actually be relieved because then we can move on to the next thing where we can have a bit of calm for a few weeks before they start moving on to the next thing. That would be absolutely great. Because what people don't realise is that the next thing will not be perfect. Because the next thing after Van Gaal wasn't perfect. And after Mourinho, Ollie wasn't perfect. And after Ollie, Rangnick wasn't perfect. And after Rangnick, Ten Hag hasn't been perfect. And the next thing won't be perfect. And we need to look at the symptoms of why it is we're all arguing with each other. Is it because the fans have destroyed this football club? Have we spent the £1 billion? Have we recruited and sacked the managers? Why are we all arguing with each other? There was a time when United meant something. And it doesn't anymore because it's divided. So why is that? Why is it that we love to why is it we love to attack each other? Why is it that we're so focused on being right? Why are we so focused on I told you so? And why is it so nauseating, depressingly bad at the moment? Because I don't think there's a United fan out there that feels justified at the moment. I really don't. I don't think there's a United fan out there that feels optimistic, happy, or part of something at the moment. It is toxic. And I'm not going to deny the fact that I've argued. Look, I've got an opinion. This is not what this is about. I'm more than capable of fighting my corner and I'll keep doing it. But I will not lie and say that I feel happy. I feel optimistic. There has been times when I have done. But I look around everywhere and I just go, what is happening? What is happening? And CCTV says drama bridge. Well, tell me the positives, mate. Or tell me I'm lying. Tell me everything's great. Tell me I'm just unlucky every time I log on to Twitter or I go onto a forum or I look at our comments or I go on the radio or the TV and all I hear is moan, this, that. Have people actually realised that it's not going to fix itself? You're not going to have your dream team. In 1999, my Man United side was probably Schmeichel, Neville, Johnson, Stam, Irwin, Beckham, Scholes, Keane, Giggs, York, Cole. You know how many times that team got picked? Not that many. Chasing a dream that's never going to happen. They want the right manager. Then they want the right left back. Then they want their favourite players to play. Then they want the players they don't like never to play. Then they want to sign that player. Then that didn't work, so I want this manager. Why is this player being picked? It's this player's fault. Oh, it's this player's fault. Why is this player not playing? I want another manager. We are lost. We are absolutely lost. And I don't know how this comes back because we've got such a big fan base with so many big mouths. And we've all got different ideas. And it's now getting to the point where, like I said, if you back the manager, you're a deluded prat. If you don't back the manager, you're toxic. And it's not just banter, it's threats of violence. It's angry aggression. It's threats against the manager. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And it needs to be said. It needs to be said because you know it all. Everybody knows this is the situation, but what I've had is in this enlightening moment of I need therapy, I need help, This club needs therapy. This club needs help. And we need to have a real step back and look at and look at the situation. Because what are we shouting about? What is it we're trying to achieve? Because I don't understand anymore. I could speak to one of you and you'd say, I want Thomas Tuchel and he's going to sort it all out. And then I'm going to go, okay, we've just lost 4-0 at Anfield. Well, it's Rashford and Bruno's fault. Okay, it was their fault before. Well, it is. And it's Luke Shaw's fault and it's Casemiro's fault. Right, they're all gone. Someone else has come in. It's not their fault. It's Martinez's fault now. It's Martinez and it's Delo. It's their fault. Okay, yeah, okay. So we're going round and round in circles. Well, I actually want Rude as an interim because I like singing Rude's at the wheel because it's a bit like Ollie's at the wheel, and I want that. I want ex-players involved, and I want Roy Keane in the dressing room, and I want Harry Maguire. I want to bring Scott McTominay back. That was a mistake. I want to bring Jadon Sancho back because he's my favourite player, and I want to play Xerxes up front because I hate Rasmus, and I want De Gea back because we never should have sold him. And I'm like, oh, I just don't know. And the thing is, I don't care about change. I don't care. I genuinely think if they'd sacked him on Monday, I'd have just gone, fine. Thank God they've made a decision. The Told You So FC can tell us what's going to happen now. I can sit there and I can start picking apart what they want, like they've picked apart what we wanted. And it'll all just continue. But actually, all I actually want, because I have that clarity, is Manchester United to be a well-run club and compete against the best in the league. And I don't know how we're going to achieve that because I genuinely do not see anybody or hear anybody out there that constructively wants to map a way out. All it seems to me is, if I'm genuinely honest, most of what I see is, and to be fair, I do read the comments and there are some fantastic people in the comments who just drop in the occasional very good comment. But in the main, all I actually see, and I'm responsible for this. I'm not saying I'm not. But all I actually see is comments about what we think's going to make it, what we think's going to make Man United better. What we think's going to happen. We must do this. He must drop him. He must play him. They must sack him. We must recruit him. And actually, everyone's got a different idea. And if you sack Ten Hag, if you keep Ten Hag, what's going to actually change in this fan base? What's going to unite us behind something? What's going to unite us behind something is winning 6 or 7 games in a row, playing really good football with really good players, and everyone be happy. And I mean, how are we going to achieve that? How are we going to achieve that? Because every time the team comes out, why is he picking him? He's not my favourite player. Why is he picking him? Oh, he's shit. I don't know why this has happened. But I certainly don't think it's the fans' fault. Let me say that. I don't think it's the fans' fault. I think we're a victim of what this club has become over the last 10 years. We don't pick the team. We don't buy the players. We don't sack the managers. And we don't recruit the managers either. I just think we are like guinea pigs of what you can do to a fan base when you basically manipulate it, turn it, poke it, anger it, frustrate it over a decade. And I think that's what we've become. We've become so attuned to disruption. We've become so attuned to disruption. I've said that twice. We've become so attuned to disruption. We've become so attuned to spending shit money. We've become so attuned to failure, inconsistency, toxicity. It's all basically been fed to us for a decade, and now we've become a product of what we've been fed. I think for many years it was like, this is what we should be doing, this is what we should be doing. They should put the shirt on, we'll back them if they do that. And it's just, I've had enough of it. I genuinely have had enough of it. And I don't have the answer. And I mean, I never had the answer. I don't think any of us ever had the answer. But at the moment, I don't know what the answer is. And I don't know how they're going to find the answer, because I just think as a fan base, there are just so many people and so many factions with so many different ideas telling us what's going to happen and what should happen. And we're not all going to agree. We're not all going to agree. Whatever the next manager is, if it's Ruud van Nistelrooy, I already know people going, I don't want him, he's fucking shit. If it's Thomas Tuchel, I don't want him, he's fucking shit. If we keep Ten Hag, well, I don't want him, he's fucking shit. I don't know how this works. I really don't know, because whoever the guy is in charge, it's not going to be a quick fix either. We've not even spoke about the players and the squad and whether that's good enough. I mean, I look at that Man United squad. I mean, most of our players would walk into Man City's training ground and get laughed at. We're miles off. We're absolutely technically miles off. Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video because we all know only legends like videos and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching as always.